What is going on, guys? Shadix here, and welcome back to another podcast this week. And I would like to start off by saying Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. I'm actually recording this on Saturday, but, by the time you see this, it's going to be Sunday, which is going to be Father's Day. I already celebrated Father's Day with my father. I treated him to some lunch today, so that was fun. But you might notice this podcast is a little bit shorter. That's because go spend the time you would normally spend watching this, if you even, watch these. Spend it with your dad. Like, spend it with family or something, or a fatherly figure. Just spend it doing anything but watching someone's video for an hour and listening to him ramble when you could be spending time with your family. Like, does that make any sense to anybody? It doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't think I would spend an hour just listening to someone ramble. But I am going to upload something. I do have to upload. I don't have to upload every day, but I want to. So today we're going to discuss this podcast, actually. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a guest again this week. In a couple weeks, though, I should be able to have a guest on pretty much every single day. Or not every single day, every single podcast, which I'm actually excited for. Whew. Not sure if my girlfriend's going to be the one who's going to be able to be on every week. I might also just have fans of the podcast on as well, or some other friends. That's an option too. I have had a comment or two about people who would like to be on the podcast, so that might be something I can pull off in the future. I wouldn't mind that, talking with some other people. But yeah, let me know what you guys have planned down in the comment section for Father's Day. Like, what are you guys doing? Because, yeah. I'm sorry. It's been a long day already. But yeah, don't take an hour watching this. That's why it's only going to be like half an hour long. We aren't actually doing much. We're literally just going to get wood. So if you just wanted to click off now and go hang out with your dads or fatherly figures or guardians, or just hang out with your family, enjoy your Sunday, do that. I would much rather you just be able to spend time with your family than sit here and watch my video for no good reason at all. But yeah, I mean, you can watch this podcast. Not going to stop you. Well, listen to it. I plan on still recording it. It's not going to be as long as the other ones, but it'll still be a podcast nonetheless. But yeah, this podcast, as for guests, yeah, a lot of times I'm probably just going to be by myself for the next 2 weeks, I think. After 2 weeks, I should be able to have guests on. I could have like random people, I guess, but I really just don't want to do that. I want to actually have someone that I know, because then otherwise it's just going to be like really awkward when we get to it and it's like, oh, hello, how is it going? I don't know you, but let's do this thing together, huh? Sound good? Sound good. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, no, it's a little awkward. You have to be able to talk with someone. There is someone I might ask to be on the podcast at some point soon. Because I have some questions for this person. Not going to tell you guys who it is. You guys might not even know her. Like, I don't even really know her. But she might end up being on the podcast. I will ask at some point, most likely. Because I don't even want to like give it away, just in case it doesn't happen. So I don't want to tell you guys why I want her on the podcast. But just know that I do have one guest lined up. Not lined up, but someone who I am just hoping will want to be on the podcast at least once, just to chill out and talk for an hour. And it's going to be a really different experience for me, because I don't think I've ever actually talked to this person. Now, yeah, I'm thinking back, I don't think we've ever actually exchanged any kind of words. So it's going to be a little awkward, but I think it's worth a shot anyway. And when, if she does end up coming up on the podcast, you guys will hear why. I'm obviously going to be talking about why I have her on the podcast or if she does end up joining the podcast for an episode. I say join the podcast. No, she'll be on for an episode to start anyway. Maybe she'll be on a future one, but she won't be a consistent person. I want to try and get someone I'm way more comfortable talking with to take that position. It's so much better talking with someone than not talking with someone, I should say. or talking with someone I know than talking with someone I don't really know all that well. It's just a lot more comfortable of a setting. My other friend has just got plans for the summer, so he was on the first couple of podcasts, I think 2, and then he started with his other plans, understandable, but now, for now, I'm just alone, which is a little on the unfortunate side, but there's nothing I can really do about that, and I'm fine with it, you know. It happens, as unfortunate as it is, but it does happen. But that does mean we're going to be alone forever on this podcast. That's good news. But yeah, I don't even know what episode we're on now. What episode is this? Is this... I think this is like number 6. Which is crazy to think. Because that would mean if we have uploaded them every Sunday, that we've been making videos every single day consistently for over a month now. Which is crazy, because it's still just... It feels like I just started. Yeah, even though I know I didn't, but geez, it's been going by like crazy fast. And it's awesome to see that it's going by fast, but it's a little on the scary side too, because that means other stuff is going to be coming up. My channel is doing just, I think, a little bit better than it has been pretty much ever. I'm getting not, you know, the most amount of views, obviously, but I am getting a consistent amount. It's not like random where one video will have a good amount and then one video just won't be seen at all. Everything's got a pretty consistent amount of views amongst my whole channel, which is pretty awesome. I believe we're coming up on like 225 subscribers pretty soon, which is nice. That's, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Just thank you to all the people who have hit the subscribe button, I guess. That's about all I can say. Hello, cow. I see you over there. Yeah, oh, there's another type of tree. But yeah, the podcast is going on. I don't even know how long the series is going to last. It's probably going to last quite a long time. I'm not entirely sure how long, but I don't see any reason why it should end. Different topics can be talked about each week, you know, so it can really last as long as I can literally just have a voice and can talk, you know? Because if I can talk, then that's good enough to make a podcast, isn't it? So, yeah. That's basically what my podcast is going to be, though. Right now, it's just me. I can't wait until a point where it's going to consistently be me and one other person, just because talking with someone else is just so much funner. And it's, one thing I also want to do is possibly get them gaming as well, or at least recording something that they're doing. That way you can have 2 different perspectives on what each of us is doing. I'm excited for that as well. Hopefully that goes as planned. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to work, but I am going to try. I mean, trying is all I really can do, right? Yeah, yeah, guys, seriously though, I'm so excited for this channel and where it's going. The podcast is a lot of fun to talk about. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle, because sometimes, like, you're tired or you don't want to record something, or you have a, what is it called? Like a holiday, like this is, I guess it's considered a holiday, Father's Day, or event day, I guess is a better way to put it, where you just don't want to be taking up a lot of people's times. Like, this video is going to be a little bit shorter than my other podcasts. I say a little bit, it's probably going to be a lot shorter, because I've been busy hanging out with my father. You guys are probably busy, so I don't want to take up your time. And I think that's fair. I think that's a good thing to do. There are a lot of YouTubers who won't even upload anything on other holidays. Like, a couple YouTubers I've seen don't even upload things on things like Christmas or something, which makes a lot of sense. And you know what? I respect that a lot, because that means they're sacrificing basically content for their channel to, you know, be a good person, you know? Like, you're not gonna try and sucker someone into watching your stuff when they have other stuff that they really could be doing, or should be doing anyway, for that matter. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Like, holidays, I'll upload something just to let you guys know why the video is different. I'm not just going to, like, ghost on you. So, like, the closest holiday coming up is the 4th of July. Now, that's not a very, like, huge one. I mean, it's a big one, definitely, here in the States. But it's not like a thing where, oh, I'm gonna spend the entire day with just chilling with family. That's more of like a Thanksgiving type thing or a Christmas or something. Which then, yeah, I would probably just prepare a video to upload on that day in the past, and probably be some kind of Christmas special. Like I might do a some kind of 4th of July thing. I don't necessarily know what I would do, because the 4th of July is coming up in like a couple weeks. If you guys have any ideas for like a 4th of July styled video, let me know, because now I'm kind of curious, because I really should do something. I just don't know what I should do. I'm going to have to brainstorm some stuff pretty soon here, because that's the closest holiday coming up. And then at the end of the summer we have, what is the one at the end of the summer? I'm not that great when it comes to, working out holidays. I don't remember all the dates for them. Labor Day, I think it is? Or something like that. It's something like Labor Day. Some kind of Earth Day kind of thing. Not entirely sure, but I will figure out something for that as well. I love the idea of doing holiday-themed videos. Like, I can't even wait for Christmas. Christmas is gonna be so much fun, because I'm gonna build a huge tree. Not for one, Christmas episode. It's going to be like for the whole month of December. I'm so excited to do that. I built a gigantic tree in one of my worlds that I play on with my friends on the PS4. And let me tell you, it looks great. I love it. It's absolutely ginormous. I kind of went with the design from the Christmas style tutorial world, which I thought was really awesome because I love the way that theirs looks. They're pretty good at building stuff, honestly. They're not the best. I mean, obviously there are some huge YouTubers out there who are just like crazy. Whoa, jeez, oh my god, that made me jump. Holy crap, that was a pufferfish out of nowhere. Oh, well. Well, that was something. But yeah, that's something we'll have to do as well. You know what? I'm going to do something over here, by the way. If you guys are wondering why I'm heading over in this direction, I want some of that snow. In fact, actually, I don't want any of that snow because it's going to take me a while to hop up there. But yeah, holidays. What are some other holidays? There's Halloween, which we can definitely do something for Halloween. Christmas and Thanksgiving can definitely do things for those. Are there any others that just, like, leap into my brain like, hey, this is a big holiday. I don't even know what we could do for the 4th of July. We could obviously do something, and I'm sure we'll find something. I just don't really have any ideas just yet. I have a couple of weeks to think about it, so that's good news. I'm excited for it, though, honestly. Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe something with fireworks? By that time, we'll have elytra and everything, so fireworks might be something that we could work with, an easier thing to work with, I guess. We've been in here? Yeah. Was the weird one. I think fireworks might be the way to go. We can do something with fireworks. That doesn't sound like it would be too hard. We could put on like a fireworks show, actually. That would be pretty cool. Just make like a huge fireworks display. That'd be a lot of work, but you know what? It'd be a lot of fun, so I would definitely be willing to do it. If it's a fun idea, I don't mind putting in the work. Like this mega base I'm building, it's a lot of work, but it's fun to do. So I'm not gonna, I don't actually dislike doing all of the work, even though it is a lot and it takes a while. Because it's something I actually like doing and it's something fun, I don't mind. And I think that's how a lot of the mega builders in the what's it called, in the community are. They build all these things, but they don't build them because you want them to build them. They build them because they like to build them. Like, there are a couple different types of builders. One of them is redstoners. They're people who really like making automatic redstone contraptions. I'm not one of those people. I like making simple automated farms, but I don't like taking hours and hours and hours to build one contraption that's going to do one thing, even if it makes my job a little easier. I say job, like doing what I'm doing a little easier, because it's not really worth it. I do kind of like the whole mechanical side of, whatever it's called, of Minecraft. Sorry about that, guys. Had to look for the charger, because I guess my battery is low, as my the deep voice of my headset will tell me. It seems to be constantly dying. But where were we? We were talking about, like, oh, different types of builders, yeah. So there are people who build these massive structures, the mega builders, which absolutely love. I'm one of those. I like building big projects. I always seem to be in over my head when it comes to making projects, and it's not fun. Making all the stuff that, you know, well, I mean, I say it's not fun. It's a lot of fun, actually, to make all these projects, but it does tend to be a little, what would be the best word to put this? Best way to put this? Disheartening, I think, is the best way to put it. Because if you look at my base, pretty cool. And it looked great on day one when I did the water. Then what happened? I messed up, and I built it wrong. Then what happens after that? Then I cry a lot. So that's something that happens. And then creepers are just an absolute nightmare. And there's no way really of getting around them. But, I mean, there is a way of getting around them. You can make things spawn-proof, but that's pretty hard to do when it comes to, like, the outside of a building. Because you don't just want things laying around for no reason. Like, torches and lanterns and stuff like that. You don't want those just sitting around taking up a whole bunch of space, because they just don't look flattering, especially when you're trying to make terrain outside of a building that kind of matches the rest of it. What's it called? Terraforming, which I need to do a pretty good amount of terraforming, because I've done absolutely none of it. But, you know, I've been trying, okay? Jeez. Yeah, that's another thing, terraforming. Terraformers are another group, which I didn't even think of until I said their name, is another group of builders who like making landscapes and stuff in caves, which is pretty insane, the stuff that these people who are really good at it are able to do, because I'm not able to do that. I'm not able to build that kind of stuff, really. I'm not the best when it comes to terraforming, just because I've never really done it before in the past. So, yeah, that's a little on the unfortunate side. But, I mean, oh well. I don't think every builder is going to be good at literally everything. I mean, they really just can't be, you know? It's not something that we can physically do. We can't physically be good at everything. I don't think so, anyway. Do you guys think you can be good at everything? I mean, you can be moderate at everything, I think is maybe a better way to put it. But really, there's nothing really you can do if you're not too great. You can practice, but some people just don't grasp certain things, you know? Some people aren't as good at something, and then they, like, can't learn, just because it's not something that our brain will just grasp. I had that problem back in high school with a couple of my classes. There was class, accounting. I was so bad at it. It was kind of ridiculous. I actually ended up with a 32 as my final grade in that class. And it wasn't that I wasn't trying. My teacher knew I was trying. I was just so bad at it, and I just couldn't get it. I really just couldn't get it, and it was awful. So, well, actually, it was a 50, like, 8. But just no matter how hard I tried, my grade never went up, which kind of sucks. And my teacher knew that I was trying. So one day I went up to her, I'm like, okay, we both know that I am so struggling in this, and no matter what I do, I just can't seem to grasp it. Can I use this class as a study hall? And I did. And that's when my grade dropped to like a 32. And then I also ended up, my grade started going up in all my other classes. So you know what? It was really worth it in the end. But yeah, long story short, I say long story short, it wasn't short at all. That was a pretty long story for what it was. Some people you can't learn everything. There are just going to be some things that you are absolutely terrible at. I've never really tried terraforming. I'm not the best at decorating things either, unfortunately. I really wish I was. But I've tried decorating in the past, and I'm okay at it. But I'm not like these really popular builders who make all these extravagant, let me speak a little bit of English here, make all these wonderful things you see, and it's like they look like real life, you know, like if you saw a picture of it from a distance, you'd be like, oh yeah, cool, that's like a big library. It's like, actually no, that's Minecraft, my friend, and you're just looking at it like, oh, I can't do that. And but there's nothing we could really do about that. But I've said that like 6 times, but but also, you guys, this is what I meant about, I'm just going to be rambling today because I just think it's better for everyone to just hang out with their family on any kind of a day, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Family Day, birthday, Monday, I don't know. Anything that ends with like a Y, I think is a good idea, Which that makes some sense, but it also makes no sense at all. Funny how that works, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna need at least 4 of these, by the way. I think. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically my take on building in Minecraft. I don't even know how we got on that subject. How did we get on the subject of building in Minecraft? Really, I know I've been talking a lot. Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee. Oh my gosh, iced coffee. Most wonderful invention. I know it's a little basic, but I don't care. It tastes good. I can be basic as long as it tastes good. That's all I care about, really. Honestly, taste is a big thing that I'm, into. But when eating, let me tell you, food is different. Drinks is one thing, but a food could be bad, In my opinion, texture is everything when it comes to food. If it doesn't feel right, then I probably won't eat it. Like, we had this one food I ate once. It was, I don't remember what it was specifically. But it was like, it was awful, I'll tell you that. It was an egg type thing. When did this get here? When did that get there? I have a huge problem with these guys. Let me tell you. I should have let them explode, though. But yeah, I had this egg thing. I don't know what it was. It was made out of eggs, apparently. But I bit into it, and swear to God, the dude served me a sponge. Like an actual sponge. It was the worst thing I had ever eaten in my entire life. It was just awful. And I wanted to cry when I ate it. I was like, are you serious? I like egg. This is just awful, though. Like, how is this even a thing? But yeah, let me know if you guys are big on texture. Some people are big on smells. Some people are big on the way things look. I don't really care how things look or knowing what they're made of or how they smell, but texture is definitely the thing that gets me, honestly. Texture is just so important to me. Because if I eat something and it tastes like I'm eating raw flesh or something, I'm just not going to eat it. Because it's unappetizing. Like, the whole egg thing. If I'm sitting there imagining eating something, or if I'm eating something, I should be able to close my eyes and imagine that I'm eating that specific food. So if I'm closing my eyes and it feels like I'm eating a shirt, why would I continue eating that? That doesn't even sound good. No one likes eating shirts. No one likes eating sponges. Let me know also down in the comments what you guys think about, like, what is your giveaway? I don't even know what the best way to put that would be. What is your deciding factor on whether or not you're actually going to eat a food? Do you care about texture? Do you care about the way it smells? Do you care about the way it looks? Do you care about, its composition, what it's made out of? I know I don't care about any of those things except for the texture. I could eat anything, really, like blue cheese. If you guys don't know what blue cheese is, it's like old cheese, basically. It's moldy. And I don't give a crap. If it tastes good, that's all I know. But its texture isn't the worst thing in the world. So I'll eat it. And because I may know what it is, but I still like it, And a lot of people are like that. They won't eat it despite knowing what it's like. Once they know what it's made of, a lot of people are like that. They're like, no, I'm not. That's disgusting. Why would I eat that? That makes no sense. But then you look at them and you're like, well, who cares? It tastes good. Honestly, knowing what things are made out of, I get it, but I also don't. It's like, half the stuff you eat, okay, look at it this way. If you knew everything that was in what you're eating on a daily basis, and you're one of the people who are going to decide whether or not you eat what you eat based off what it's made out of, you would probably starve to death. I mean, it's horrible how much stuff is just made out of things you wouldn't think like, oh, I'm going to eat that. Definitely, yeah. Like hot dogs are made out of like 6 or 7 different parts of a pig. Chicken nuggets are made out of like an equally different amount of parts of like chicken. It's not like pure chicken, you know, but people eat it anyway. But you know why? Because you don't know what it's made out of. And I think it's like kind of like an ignorance is bliss kind of thing. Like if you don't know, you're just fine. But once you know, you're like, I can't even believe I've been eating that this whole time, because that's just really, really. I'm sorry. Can we take a look at this? What is that tree up there? Does this make any sense? Is this like a chunk border? This game's broken sometimes. Hey chickens, we were just talking about you. All good things, all good things. That's really weird. It is a chunk border. All the leaves end on the same block. And start a new one here. That's kind of weird. But alrighty then, I guess that's fine. But yeah, once people know what they're eating, it's game over. They give up. They're like, nope, not eating that. Why would I eat that? I don't want to eat that. That's disgusting. Like, once you know that in most chicken nuggets, there's like ground chicken feet and beak and stuff. Some places do serve pure stuff, but unless you made it, you really don't know. So it's always lingering in the back of your head like, oh, well, I could be eating this. That's wonderful. Except not really. Like, I could be eating it, and that's just terrible. Why would I want to eat that? That's not what you're telling me I'm eating. But, you know, you just kind of have to take people's words for it when they're like, oh, this is what you're eating, and you just be ignorant. That's all you have to do. Just ignorance is bliss. Just be like, all right, yeah, I believe you, and I'm going to eat it. You know why? Because it tastes good, and once I start asking questions, I'm not going to be a happy person. So, lesson number 1, never ask questions. If you don't ask questions about anything, food-wise, your life will be a lot happier. Unless you think someone's trying to poison you and you live in the medieval ages, then maybe ask a couple questions. Like one, like, hey, is this poison? Is this poison? And if they like stutter or something, they're like, nah, man, yeah, man, just eat, man. I know you're hungry. Just eat it. Yeah, but then maybe you might wanna ask yourself a couple questions like, should I really be eating this? Should I? Has anyone ever done that to any of you guys out there? Been like, nah, yeah, man, it's not poison. Just go ahead and eat it. Yeah, you're hungry. Just do the noms. Eat it all. Just nom 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 nom. Yeah, if someone ever does that, don't eat what they're trying to give you, because it's not going to end well. It's got some kind of poison or some kind of disgusting added extra bit that they know you don't like, and they added it in there as like a joke, because they are so funny. They're like, you're allergic to peanuts, I'm gonna put peanut butter in it, and I'm just gonna laugh. He's gonna be like, that was so funny, Jerry. Buddy, come on, get up. You're fine, man. Jerry. And then like that's it. And then it might be a little funny at first when you're the guy, but if you're Jerry, man, it's game over literally. It's like some people just don't know where to draw the line, especially people who are friends with people named Jerry, like Tom, you know, Tom and Jerry, and peanut butter, mouse, cat. You get it? I make connections, you know. But yeah, don't question what you're eating, okay? Just promise me you won't. You're not gonna be happy with the things that you manage to find out. I think, wow, we've already been recording for like half of an hour. That's a lot. Well, I say a lot. It's about half of our normal podcast, but I do want to kind of cut this one a little bit shorter. That way people can go out and do stuff with family members today. I think it's a really good thing for them to do. So I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. If you guys are disappointed with the half-an-hour podcast and you're like, I wanted more, just rewatch the whole thing, you know? Then you have an boom, hour-long podcast. Just watch this one twice, okay? But I would like to thank all of you guys for watching. I will see all of you guys in the next podcast.